The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has discovered another mansion in Lekki area of Lagos State harboring 13 million tramadol pills. In a statement, NDLEA spokesman Femi Babafemi said the mansion belonged to a drug baron who is now in custody. He also said that the agency recovered 13 million pills of tramadol, 225 mg from the mansion. You may recall that this bust comes days after the NDLEA discovered a warehouse in the Ikorodu area of Lagos where cocaine was stored. Jide, cocaine 2 weeks ago, tramadol this week. And when you are talking about the tramadol in large quantity, I don't know. What does this tramadol, what's the surge crave for tramadol in Nigeria right now?
It does a lot of things for those who use it. It's a painkiller.
Painkiller.
Yes, it also gives you the kind of energy that ordinarily you can summon. You see, like these potters, they carry weights sometimes more than 2 times their own weight. A lot of those guys are heavily on tramadol. If you are suffering severe pains, you take tramadol, you may fall asleep for some time. That pain, you won't feel it until when the effect of the tramadol wears off. When that effect wears off, you then begin to feel it. So some people are already addicted to it because they don't want to feel that pain. And then the energy that it gives, especially when you take the overdose, the energy that it gives is what some of them live on. A lot of these people who are into manual work, who are potters, work in the markets, they carry heavy load.
It's not
for people.
It's a different kind of addiction.
Yes, because what it gives them, they want to have it all the time. That's why I talked about, okay, there are some people who have backache permanently. They have it, they've not been able to cure it. Some of those people are addicted to tramadol because it then ensures that for a reasonable period they don't feel that pain until it wears off. So knowing that when it wears off, the pain returns, some people will want to be addicted to it so that it takes away that pain, at least enabling them to be able to do a lot of work. So a lot of these very hardworking people, you see them working like Jackie, they're actually on tramadol. Is what some Nigerians have done, and some Nigerian entrepreneurs have done, is to get in touch with them in India to produce tramadol of tramadol is not really harmful if used, you use the right dose of it, maybe like 50 mg or something. But our people go to get them to produce 200. You can imagine when you're supposed to use 50, and they now do 200, 250, 225, you know? So that's already too dangerous to ingest. That's why NAFDAC has been seizing tramadol. You know, there was a time that it was brought into our country in a container. That NAFDAC had to go and take it. All of these people, including bandits, Boko Haram, they are also addicted to tramadol. And it's also, some also use it as a form of aphrodisiac. Yeah. Whereby once they use it, I can't explain what the effect that it has on air. So it's a kind of drug that has multiple uses for people, but like any other drug, addiction to it can lead to damage to people's kidney and all that, especially.
Dr. Ibule, looking at NDLEA, now there are people that, in spite of the fact that they know the effects of these bad drugs in the society, but because of the turnover, because of, the huge profits that they're stuck in trade, like this billionaire that was arrested now.
The thing that has to be done now is between NDLEA and the customs and NAFDAC, we have to police our ports very well. Because from all understanding, these are not what are manufactured here in Nigeria, imported largely. So there has to be a kind of a working agreement among the three of them to be able to seize or intercept this before it gets in. Because if not for the vigilance of the NDLEA now, in that place where it is, where they got this, it is a rich avenue, a rich man estate and all that. So it is the last place perhaps that anybody would think something like this will go on. Because they are supposedly rich and responsible citizens of the society who many people see and respect. So in those houses, no one perhaps will ever think that something of that nature goes on. The NDLEA needs to be credited, but at the same time, the customs and NAFDAC, the three of them have to work together at the border. As we have said, that is the reason why today you see a lot of people going down with kidney problem, bladder problem, this and that. Tramadol is not a bad medication in itself. It is the overuse of it. It's just like any other thing. If you drink too much water, it is bad. So it's still the same thing. The system has to be in such a way that we are going to weaken or make this kind of thing impossible for people to do. It is good now that they have been intercepted, but what happened if he had not been intercepted? And that place is the last place anybody perhaps will have suspected. If it were to be somewhere in Agege, Yanakwaja, and Igando, and all those areas, far-flung areas, you say, but VGC, it means that attention must be focused more on those areas. I mean, it's mind-boggling, mind-boggling.
Jude, and kudos to NDLEA for this.
Yeah.
This agency is just waxing stronger and stronger by the day under General Buba Marwa. And
yes.
We are just very proud that this agency is this kind of proactive. Hey, before now, the NDLEA was in comatose.
Yeah, nobody seemed to remember.
When I interviewed him, I asked him, what did you say to the staff on your first day at work? Because it's not as if he brought his own staff. It's the same people
it's the same staff he
who
met
had
on the
been
ground.
at
giving
that
leadership.
place. It's just providing the right leadership. And when people see that, look, this leader is focused, this leader will not brook nonsense, this leader will not ask for returns, you then have to adjust. If all your life you've been collecting returns, you know that under that dispensation, you are not going to be permitted.
No longer
some will find somewhere else to go, maybe seek transfer elsewhere. But just say this one is an Akwe, it will not allow us to. You won't steal and it won't allow people to steal. So it's like that. The leadership that he has provided is what has turned the NDLEA around. Wherever you take Marwa to, he's going to excel. He's that kind of person. There are some people like that. Remember when he came to Lagos? See what he did with Operation Sweep. The way he fixed before him, they were saying, oh, there was problem of bitumen. Bitumen was the
Those
reason
of us who live in
roads.
Abule Axis know what we used to go through in the Ile-Epo area.
He solved that
and he
problem.
fixed it, yeah.
He solved that problem, and he provided good leadership here. His imprints are still here in Lagos. So I'm just happy, because when you read about even the side effects, there's no time for us to go into, maybe on another day, you see how we
Terrible,
are damaging ourselves by excessive ingest of this kind of drug. And we've already warned that, look, there are some drugs now coming into our country that people use as a date rape drug.
Yeah.
They just put it in a woman's drink. Once she takes it, she can never, she will stay barren all her life. And all it does is your memory
is erased.
All what happened the night before, you cannot remember. Yeah. So that drug, the people who do date rape, that's what they use. Once they put it in your drink, and you cannot remember what happened the previous day. And the danger also is that there's no way that you can be fruitful, you can't have children, you know. So the young people need to be helped. And I'm happy. Look at the quantum of cocaine. I learned that they brought it in through the waterways. Because they too are smart. As you are making life difficult for them at the port with the 100% inspection and all that they are doing, they will find other ways to bring these things in. Look, some of the richest people in our country are crooked people. They are not people that you can take as your mentors. So the fact that people are living in VGC or what's it called? Parkview, all of those places
Banana
for the rich.
Island
It's not all of them that are good people. Shebi Evans too was living in a posh area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Magodo.
Yes.
Before they decided to bust him. So a lot of them, look at these individuals, 6 mansions,
in that place.
In
that
place so
place
much
alone.
Premium and value on material things.
Yes,
We
we worship money.
That's
So
the
6, you can imagine
unfortunate
the
aspect of
value of each of those houses. Somebody,
in that area.
somebody who worked hard for his money wanted to buy a Jeep, and they told him it's 48 million. And in his presence, another person came and bought 5
of that
Jeep before his eyes.
The same vehicle they drive on the same road we drive our own.
You think that person worked hard for the money. It's people like this.
Yeah.
It's people like this.
Unfortunately.
Destroying other people's lives so they can get rich. Some countries of the world have come up with death penalty.
Yeah.
They said you can't be destroying
The life
our
of
children.
Yeah.
We would destroy it. So they kill them.
To make money.
Once many Nigerians have been caught. Once they catch you, in China, for example, you are gone.
Yeah.
Once
Saudi
you make
Arabia,
a mistake, you get to Saudi Arabia.
No.
In fact, the judgment could be meted out at the airport.
Right there.
I've seen.
Right there.
In Saudi Arabia, the beheading will be done right there at the airport. So, I think we need to even come up with more punitive, because the law against drug trafficking in our country is a slap in the wrist. They will not stop until we too make the punishment stiffer.
Very, very stiff.
And confiscation of any property.
No, they are doing it.
traced
They are doing
to
it.
such-
They are doing. I'm happy. You see, you know they confiscated Abba Kyari's property.
Yes.
Now he has challenged them to prove that it belongs to him. So a friend of mine in NDLEA said, well, we are not in the business of proving. Since you are saying it does not belong to you, it's the same thing.
Abi?
All I want is for you to forfeit it. So we are not going to be proving to you that indeed you own
Indeed
it.
it belongs
So
to
if
you.
this fellow too, they confiscate the thing, they have no business proving that indeed it belongs to the
belongs
person.
to him.
Let the owner come forward.
Come forward and
As long as
make
no
a
owner
case.
comes forward,
Yeah.
it goes to government. And the reason they are doing it is so that when you come out of prison,
You won't.
You don't fall back on the money that you have made
exactly.
to then enjoy life and be flaunting that stupid wealth in our faces.